Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host, the Bridge 358, here today to give you another Chelsea transfer stream video. Well, not actually, sorry, Chelsea transfer stream video. What's wrong with you? Sorry, another video today. Listen, I want you guys to have your say. I always promised you guys the first week of the month that I would give you guys, what's it called? A chance to have your say. Obviously put the link into the comments. You guys can come on, give me some of your views and feelings. Obviously, I will have some, make sure your voice can be heard. I can see your face as well. We don't want anything bandulu going on. You get what I'm saying, chat. So big up to you. So listen, big up to you as always. Listen, Jacob, I don't want transfers. It literally, I've been used to for the past month just speaking about transfers so much that I just said, welcome to the transfer video. You know what I mean? So that's all it was, my brother. So nothing serious other than that. But boys and girls, as always, this is your time to have your say. Do you agree with some of the takes that I've said? A lot of you guys have been watching me, of course. Do you agree with what I've been saying? Do you think, Ahmed, you've been chatting absolute nonsense? You know what I mean? And everything like that. So listen, boys and girls, I want you guys obviously to say your feelings, say your thoughts on the club. And listen, we can have a discussion. I may agree with you, I may disagree with you, but at the end of the day, bro, it's a safe space, isn't it? So listen, we move at the end of the day. But listen, big up to our good friend Mo, big up to our good friend Jacob, season 2, Basti and Moss. Big up to my boy. I'm doing good, Walalo. Big up to my boy Ayakama. Big up to our boy Jonathan. See, Jonathan knows already. I'm already picking up breaking news and stuff like that. But big up, man. Big up to my good friend Mo. Yeah, listen, you know what it is, guys, man. The block's up, man. Oh, is that true? Oh, I thought you were trolling, Jonathan, man. You didn't need to do this to me, bro. There's actually a little bit of breaking news, and unironically, which is about Conor Gallagher and his thoughts, bro. Apparently about not fitting to the system, and he goes, Conor Gallagher not fitting into Enzo Maresca's system. I don't think that's true personally. I think last season I had a good season of Chelsea, as you can see by Mauricio Pochettino playing me every game and showing trust in me. And what's it called? And showing trust in me, and the fans appreciate what I did on the pitch too. I'm very grateful for all of that. All of that, I'm very thankful to the fans, but I'm very thankful to Pochettino for giving me the platform to go and express myself and show the best version of myself at Chelsea. Oh, big up to him. Wow. Oh my God, what's he said? What have you said, Abdi Hasbro? Let me reload it. I'm gonna reload it, Abdi Has. I'm gonna reload it. Let me see what he said. What you did? What have you said anything? 1 second. I need to actually go to. I need to type in Abdias's name. There we go, man. See, once he was happy and knows what's it called? Replies. Let's see, bro. You know, replied. Not the Lavia comment. No, the Lavia comment. Oh, wait. There's a Lavia comment. Nani? There's a Lavia comment. Okay. W man's Conor Gallagher. Big up to you, Abby. Big up to everyone that's here. Listen, I'm just gonna read a bit on the news about Lavia. Chelsea made their own decision and they've brought in some top players on long contracts. That wasn't the situation with me, but in the end, what happened is good for everyone. So listen, he's happy of leaving the club. He's happy of going to Atletico Madrid. No, check the reply, law. I'm so confused, brother. You know, Abdias, bro. Send me the link of your reply in your comment, and I'll read it, brother. You know, I'm my uncle these days. My technology's cooked. I'm doing good, bro. But it seems that Conor Gallagher is actually happy with his move, at the very least, from what is being reported by Ian Ladyman of the Daily Mail. Because if you see anything underscore DM, that means it's from the Daily Mail, of course. So clearly, man, that's what he's saying. Obviously, this is a little bit of him just talking a bit more about like how he could improve himself. Hey, big up to my fellow Canadians, man. Big up to the Canadian nation. Big up to Canadian nation. Big up to my boy DJ Onyx. Yeah, this quote is so convenient. Hey, Mello, you know what's funny? Mello, I think you've just come in now, but big up to my boy. What's it called? Big up to our boy Bant on the pitch. Obviously, you can see him with me and Dio on what's it called Rivals Rumble on every Tuesday and every Saturday. So big up to him. Ahmed is on Adar says, I chill out, vegan. Chill out. You know, guys, I got a little bit of a headache today, so I'm not 100% right now. So listen, that's the only reason why. Listen, the game's the game, though. The game's the game. But there is actually one more thing I want to talk about before we actually get to the calls. So I know everyone wants to talk today. I know everyone wants to have their say. I know everyone wants to talk about, their thoughts and opinions. Doing good, bro. Doing good. Slight little headache that I woke up with today. But other than that, man, all good and lovely jubbly. So this is from Sam McBell. And he says, Chelsea have been approached by the anti-discrimination organization Kick It Out. So obviously, a lot of people know about Kick It Out. I'll read it after this one. I promise you I'll read it after this one, brother. He goes, by anti-discrimination organization Kick It Out to explain the handling of the Enzo Fernandez racism saga. Officials from the stakeholders are understood to express their deep dismay at the way that Stamford Bridge Club have navigated the controversial affair. And as you guys know, actually the Kick It Out actually say no to racism, Kick It Out obviously work with the EPL and the football clubs in order to actually make sure that no discrimination is happening of any kind, whether it be racism, sexism, etc., etc. I would say in general all the isms are under discrimination anyway. But obviously, the way that obviously the situation of Enzo happened. Obviously, we don't know. It's been done internally by the club. He's expressed his apologies. That's what apparently has happened essentially. And it's just Kick It Out is not too happy about it. And Kick It Out essentially are probably going to be, speaking to the club. They're going to ask the club how they've been doing stuff and everything like that. And at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are not too happy about it. But and I think and listen, listen, as long as they can, as long as the club is willing to actually show their process of what they've done, and it's a clear process and it's a well done process, then I don't mind. There's nothing to hide. At the end of the day, the club should have nothing to hide, and it should be a quite easy process to allow them to see what's going on. So at the end of the day, I think of this one, it's pretty good. Vic, you're my mod, bro. Let me know, bro. I actually do not know, bro. Again, I've not been on Twitter today. I've been relaxing, chillaxing. Been playing a lot of Persona 3 Reload. I've been trying to get platinum on that one, actually, funnily enough, but we move. But yeah, at the end of the day, with this one, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it gets investigated correctly, and the game's the game after that. Let me just quickly, I'm gonna hide this 1 second, because I don't want my boy Abdihas to get cooked. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Would have been a perfect backup for Lavia. La ilaha illallah. Oh my god. Conor Gallagher as a 6. The game's gone, boys. The game's gone. Yeah, listen, again, the game is actually gone, bro. The game is finita incantatum. Are we really saying Conor Gallagher is like a 6 now? Listen, I'm a big Conor Gallagher fan. He's an 8. What are we doing, bro? Come on, man. Like, come on, let's be real, boys. Let's be real, man. This is not, we're not being serious right now, bro. We're not being serious right now. But yeah, apologize. Dude, what's going on, man? The game's gone, Abdihas, bro. The game's gone? The game's gone, bro. The game's gone, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, what's happening, bro? Like,
now, let's not take the piss here.
I certainly wasn't.
Well, I think you are.
Exactly, man. Let's not take the piss. What's going on, bro? Big up, bro. Utter work nonsense. Why kick out already talking Chelsea? What about Spurs? I think again, Killer AMC. I hear your point, but I think the thing is, bro, Enzo was the first one. He was the one that was most public about it, and he was on to record the video. And then up to Chelsea to see how they then handle that situation. Killer AMC. That is why he's being targeted, my brother. Oh, it's just a random comment, Abby. So that's why. Did you hear that Bucci guys speak on Osimhen transfer? Them directors is a disgrace, wallahi. The thing about Bucci, bro, again, I don't know if this guy's like reliable or not, bro. Like, that's the issue. Like, I don't know his validity. I have no idea in it. So as such, for me, on a personal level, it would be wrong of me to start, speaking on something on something I don't know. I don't have a lack of clarity on in regards to the way that stuff happens, in it. So that's all it is. Play the video. Listen, man, big man. We don't need you here. Oh, you want me to play that? All right, I'll play that for you, man. Where is it? Where is my favorite video? Just leave, man. I don't need you right now. Chill out, big man. Who's that? I got that for you. Hey, what happened to the game, bro? No way, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Abdi, bro. Like, have these guys not watched enough of Chelsea last season, the season before at Crystal Palace to know it, bro? What is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just it makes my head hurt, chat. My head is hurting. Connor is going to move on. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, the man don't need to move on. Oh, is he again? We'll see IBGG. Again with me, who the type of guy I am. I like to do potential good sources in at the end of the day. Okay, but Enzo wasn't the only. No, again, Killer MC, what you're saying is not wrong. The problem is Killer MC. He's the most publicized, right? So therefore, his thing is going to be the most under scrutiny. Killer MC. Does that make sense, bro? Your point is valid, but he's the most publicized, if that makes sense, my brother. That's the way I'm thinking. I don't know, bro. I'm very neutral on that take. Osimhen gave a Nigerian journal about also for Chelsea offered under 30k a week before. Yeah, I don't think we were. All right then. Osimhen Sandy, another contract. You generally wrong with him. Hey man, the game's the game. The game's the game. I can't even think, bro. I am zoned out. Big up to you, bro. Big up to our boy Jamie. Alaikum salam. Just wait for the England games and see how Conor plays. Lovely jubbly. But boys and girls, listen. I promised you today that today's gonna be obviously the fan calling show. So I'm gonna put the link in right now. I want you guys to come on, have your say. Of course, do try to have a camera on, please. It helps me out. I don't want to see any silliness, any woke nonsense, bro. Like obviously, make sure you have a mic that's working properly. Make sure you have everything that's on there. The comment is obviously pinned. As you can see, comment is pinned now. Do hop on, have your say. Again, I'll bring you up one at a time so we can discuss it, one at a time. I'll probably put on like a 2 to 3 minute timer and everything like that. Osimhen wouldn't even fit Maresca's system. I've had that before. I agree. Gallagher receiving the ball from deep and beating press. Game's the game, bro. I think Gyökeres or Osimhen up the next season. Fair enough. And Siden lo nokada mot. Inani ka digwai. Lo market date so matit o kadiga promeso akas. Enzo was the perfect was a poster. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Melafig. Enzo, all of our plays have forgiven us. So let's move on, bro. Curtis Houston, I hear your point, brother. But the reality is, bro, people just want to see, what's going on. That's all it is, bro. Mark Cucurella, I'm happy at Chelsea. I think the coach we have, or was it called? I think the coach we have is very good. He's very clear ideas. We came from years of coach changes to see if we can get stability without many changes. And that, what's it called? What is it? And that's the coach that can transmit these ideas. That's fair enough. I hear him, man. At the end of the day, you want stability. You always want stability at the end of the day, but you need stability. And that's I hear what he's saying. He goes on to stay. We need stability. We have players of high level, and hopefully we can have that patience that is needed, that calm, so that everything goes well. We have the level. We just need stability and let the coaches and the players work. I 100% agree with him. Yo, listen, exactly, yeah, exactly. I hear you. Marco Cruz and Jao Felix, he's the player who can contribute a lot to us in the Premier League. There are many more spaces he can move, and hopefully it will help us a lot. Fair enough, man. He's a big Jao fan. You can't, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, I'll make sure to make you one, Abby. Don't worry, Chief. Don't you worry, Chief. You also with AK4P. But again, guys, listen. Again, you can have your say. Again, the link is in here, right? Literally pinned right now. The link is pinned. Don't be shy, as I like to say. Don't be shy, boys. You know what I mean? Don't be shy, boys and girls. And listen, feel free to do so. Bloody hell, man. Tongue twister indeed. I think I've got my first guest. Let me actually push them in like this so that I can actually, be a bit more banduli about it. Let's see what happens. Can you speak, my friend?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, bro? What are you saying? What's your name, first and foremost?
Yeah, the name's Adrian, bro. The name's Adrian, man.
All right, bro. What would you like to say, my brother?
You know what it is, guys? Like, I wanted to hear you guys' opinions on it. I'm not going to take too much of your time in it because I know you got a show to do. But I don't really get what we're trying to do on the pitch, man. And it's very concerning, like the way we're going. And I get some fans want to be very optimistic, but I just don't understand how everything is meant to work, bro. Like, maybe it's just me, yeah, but I'm looking at all the top teams and I'm looking at how they're constructing their squads. And I just think I'm looking at how we've constructed our squad. And it's just like there's so many holes after spending like £1.5 million. Like, let's just put it like this, Ahmed. Like, 3 years ago, if you were to say the three biggest positions, let's say Tuchel, right? Tuchel's the manager 3 years ago. Okay. What would be the three positions you would have said we needed, right? In my opinion, at the time, I would have said striker, midfielder, centre back, right? Goalkeeper, I wouldn't have said because Mendy was in very good form at that time. People slander Mendy, but at that time, he had very good form, right? So now let's go. I believe that was the window where was it Koulibaly, Sterling, all those guys, right?
Yes.
Then let's go to the next window, right? We're bringing Pochettino. I feel like for me, the priority was a striker, a midfielder, and a centre back, right? Because I didn't really feel like those were still glaring holes in our team, right? We sold Havertz, we sold Mount, and we're like, okay, cool, let's invest some money in the squad. Then the Pochettino season happens, right? Jackson shows some good stuff, but you know, struggles to finish some chances, right? Caicedo Enzo looks good, but still struggles at the midfield at times. Like both of them like to occupy similar spaces, and like one of them wants to be the 8, none of them want to be the 6, if that makes sense. And then the centre backs have been hit and miss, in my opinion, right? Like Colwill's okay if you put him. You can't put him out wide. Left back is crazy. I can't like putting him out left back is crazy. But as like a central centre back, he's good. But everyone else is like hit and miss. So then I'm like, okay, maybe we need another centre back. So I'm going into this window again, saying we need a striker, a midfielder, and a centre back. So that's 3 windows straight, where I'm thinking there's massive holes in the team which we haven't adequately addressed, and we're going into another season where those problems are still there.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean?
I think right now, my brother, I think I get the striker centre back thing in the sense that listen, even I was calling for maybe a centre back and a striker, right? Let's not get that twisted. But I think for me, it's only game week 3 right now. I think it's a bit unfair on Maresca to right now. We need to wait a bit more. We need to be a bit more pragmatic, I would say right now. And this is me just coming from like a logical approach. We need to wait and see, in my personal opinion, to see how the start actually develops before I think we can start making questions in regards to whether or not it's going to work or not, in my personal opinion. So in regards
on
to
that
that,
point, just very quickly, that my issue isn't really with Maresca on that per se. This is more with the issue with Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart and how they've chosen to go around with this squad, right?
okay, I get that.
Because this has been a 3-year situation.
So what you're saying essentially, so are you saying the issue is not to do with, obviously you're waiting for what Maresca system is going to do? From what I'm getting, your issue is really the directors and the way they've been doing stuff, right? Is that what you're trying to say essentially? Like,
And the problem is like how there's little to no pressure at all from a combination of the fan base and internally on those
I would
guys.
disagree actually in terms of like there not being too much pressure on them. Though.
Internally, I don't feel it. I've been hearing reports of them getting contract extensions. I'm like, why?
I've not seen that anywhere at all.
This is what I'm saying. This is crazy. Like I don't get how.
I think I've not seen anything about directors getting contract extensions, and I'm pretty sure the directors themselves know that this is their final season, right? It's in the sense of this manager has to work, the players they're bringing in have to work. Otherwise, they know their jobs are. I'm pretty certain are going to be done.
If you know what it is, I hear you, and I hope you're right. But I just wish we would see something that would, lead us to that position, because I don't think I'm seeing anything on that, right? And
I think it's too soon right now, Adrian. Though, I think right now it's a bit too soon. I think we need to see how results develop before we see whether or not their futures are at stake or not, right?
Yeah.
Because
I do
right now, I think right now your points are valid, but the issue is your points can only be validated by the results that happen on the pitch initially.
Right.
That's what I would say to you, bro.
For me, it's like I get that, but it's also been 4 or 5 windows with these guys. So at this point, I'm like, and I get it. This season, we'll see how this season goes, but I'm still seeing consistent issues that I don't think it's down to the manager. Like, I think it's pure squad issues, right? And so because of that, I can't put that on the manager and the owners.
All right. Well, thank you for your call, Adrian. Thank you very much. I've actually got quite a few callers actually waiting in line right now. So I'll thank you for your take, bro. Much appreciated for coming on, bro. So thank you very much as always, bro. Take care, okay? So next caller is gonna be AK4P. I think he's a Manchester City fan, if I'm not mistaken. Be up to you, bro. What would you like to say, my brother?
Big up, Ahmed, big up. Yeah, I mean, it's just my first time on this call-in show. Even if I know it's a Chelsea fan call-in show, but yeah, I thought I'll just make an appearance. So yeah, big up, Ahmed. How have you been?
I've been doing good, bro. Doing good, bro. What would you like to say, my brother?
Yeah, I mean, nothing much to say about my club though. We're actually on a mad run, 3 wins in 3 games just before the international break.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I think this is more so Chelsea centric, but of course, thank you for coming on AK4P. It's a pleasure as always. Okay, my brother. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
yeah.
Thank you. All right, AK4P is obviously gone. Next one I'm gonna say is Pepe Chelsea. Wow, what a name. Hopefully you're not a troll, big man. You know what I mean?
Blessed evening. Proper cheers.
All right, big up to you, bro. How you saying, my brother? How you doing, my brother?
Oh, there, you know, I go and give thanks to Jamaican, is he? Jamaican. Big up Jamaican, you know.
Big up to my fellow Caribbean brothers, man. Hope you're doing well.
I think we are judging too early on the
I
team.
agree. Mm-hmm.
We have to get the team thing till about October, November, then we can judge a little. It just early days. And the match Sunday, I think we got to up by the referee.
Mm-hmm. I agree, bro. Especially with the referee. I think obviously the referee played a part. But you know what? You know what I say to you, Pepe Chelsea, is that I can't. I usually as a team, I always tell whenever I used to play football, whenever I watch football, I always tell players, guys, you can't rely on the referee at the end of the day. Innit? You have to just rely on your game to get the job done. The referee's not always going to be there to actually do his job correctly at all times.
Yeah, but I think we have a crazy attack, you know. But
I agree
we,
with that,
we
bro.
need to we need to be more clinical.
Exactly, my brother. That's
Every,
the every year we say that though, don't we, Pepe? We need to be more clinical. You know what I mean? That's like almost been the mantra for the last 5 years at the club. Chelsea need to be more clinical. Chelsea need to be more clinical.
I
So
cannot go back in the past when Jogba days and anything they them come in early, never scored 20 or 15 goal. But when they
exactly.
work on them craft, work on them Jackson is a very good player. You need to just work on an extra hour after training and work on the finishing. Work on your finishing, work on your finishing. Madueke kind of improve a little from last season. Come on, guys, work on the finishing. Can I imagine the other day we had it on 6 points.
Yep, I agree. And I think with a lot of these guys, obviously, I think right now it's only game week 3. Hopefully, you're hoping at least maybe if the club is planning to bring in a striker in January, that these guys can at least hold the fort down until January, right? And I think Madueke can do that job for you. You still got Felix, who I think can give you a few goals. Palmer, Jackson has shown that he can score goals. He's still got 2 goals and 1 assist. So
And one,
listen, he's got
and
2
one
goals and
player, and one player we still believe in. Nah, give up on him. Madrid, Misha,
Mhm.
still believe.
Of course, man.
Never give up. But
Never.
I
You
think the
still believe
problem,
in Mudrick?
yeah, I
No
think
way.
listen. I think the problem with Madrid is I think the thing we are going in him country and him family them and thing. I think it have to take a toll mentally.
Mm.
So probably
But the thing
it,
is, my
it,
brother, you know my issue is with him, yeah, with Mudrick. I've said it before. I don't know if you agree with me, Pepe. I want to hear your thoughts. Whenever I've spoken about Mudrick on this channel, I said last season should have been the season we actually sent him out on loan to Strasbourg, to France, to learn his game. He could have been playing week in, week out, away from the cameras, right? And could have played consistent football. The problem last season was, yeah, he scored 1 goal, yeah, and then what would happen? Pochettino would kick him out, then come back in for 1 game, maybe score a goal, then get kicked out. So there's like a lack of consistency from that. And
yeah,
even
but
sometimes when he comes onto the pitch, bro, it's just not in it. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that's just me.
but last season I think Magic performance were off if you blame on Pochettino because he performed very good in one match and then drop in the next match. He can't build in confidence. Confidence I go low. Give
Exactly. I agree with that one. Though. I definitely agree with you on that take. That is a fair take, in my personal opinion. But Pepe Chelsea, you got a lot of guys waiting in line today. So I
blessings,
thought to switch you
blessings.
on. Big up to you,
Jamaica,
Pepe, man. Big up to Jamaica as well, man. Love and guidance, my brother. Yeah.
blessings.
Listen, yeah, the next guest I got, he's my striker partner on pro clubs. You know what I mean? He's a Liverpool fan, but listen, hopefully he's gonna come onto the channels quite soon because I need to speak about Liverpool. That's my good friend, Mr. Das, bro. What you saying, Mike, bro? How you doing, bro?
That's strong woman to you. That's strong woman.
Sorry, strong woman. How you doing, strong woman?
I'm
How
good,
you doing,
man.
bro?
How are you? How are
I'm
you?
doing, I'm doing amazing, man. Relaxing, chillaxing, man. You know what it is, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Um, I'm going to keep it all serious. I'm not going to be a dickhead. I want to know where realistically, I guess like 3 questions, and you can kind of answer them however you want. Realistically, where do you think Chelsea are finishing? Right. So that's question number 1.
Okay.
Question number 2: how much patience do you think the Chelsea fans are actually going to have with Maresca? And realistic question number 3: how many more goals is Nicholas Jackson going to score than Darwin Núñez?
What question 3? But listen, question 1, yeah, I'll actually answer that one perfectly. I do think, honestly, bro, it's a real. I feel like with this, with what I've seen from other teams and even my team myself, I'd initially predicted why we're getting the summer signings around about 5th and 6th place was like somewhere I thought realistically Chelsea could finish. But watching what I've been seeing recently, I actually do think between the fourth, I actually think 4th place is quite reachable, depending on factors. I would say, actually, in my personal opinion. But I think it depends on certain factors. Like if we are able to have this short-term period of Morasco where it's still a little bit more about clicking. But if it clicks, I think in the middle of the season, towards and the end of the season, where it's actually a consistent run of games in the towards the December, January, February, March, April, May range, I actually think top 4 is quite achievable in that, in that aspect. So I said,
disagree.
yeah. So I think for me again, my range right now for Chelsea like between 4th to 6th, and it really just depends on can it click and the consistency of goal scoring. That's what it comes down to. Those two, me personally. The second question you asked for about patience in the fan base. That's a good question. You know what I mean? That's a very good question because, I don't know. The problem with the thing with Maresca Ball, it reminds me a little bit of like, a guy that used to be at my football club who, I don't know if you were watching football back then at Chelsea. Mr. Sari. You know what I mean? Sari Ball, they used to get hate in the stadium. I remember I went to a game actually of Sari's early in the season, and he was getting booed the hell out of for his style of play. I remember that perfectly. And excuse me, they weren't willing to give. Oh my god, literally, it's like
You're all good.
Yeah, so I'm good. But like, they obviously didn't like his style of play. He was very slow, very methodical, and stuff like that. And I think with Maresca's system is very similar. And I think for me, the issues. I think the club have shown themselves, at least with Pochettino, even with Potter, I would argue for quite a bit of time, they were able to stick to their own decisions and not even listen to the fans, right? Because they did that Poch. Like there were times in Poch, yeah, where we were in the gutter and people were saying Poch out, Poch out, Poch out, Poch out. You know what I mean? The chat knows. You know what I mean? There's
But
literally a meme.
he got you into Europe. He got you into Europe, my friend.
No, listen. He got us in here, but like the point.
And how many times did your players fail him in the first half of that season? How many times were you the better team and your players didn't show up? How many times in the first 6 months?
But Mike, I'm trying to say to you though. Look, there were times where the fan base was actually attacking him, right? They were saying, "Get him out of my club," but they didn't listen to him. That's the difference I'm trying to make. They actually didn't listen to him, bro. That's the difference. So they didn't listen to the fans and let him have his season. So I think for me, Maresca is at least safe for a season because it doesn't matter how bad it kind of gets. Because I don't think it's gonna get as bad as the times that we were with under Poch, where it's like 11th place, 12th place. I think we're even 13th place. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's not gonna get as bad as that. I think honestly, they'll give him time, and I don't think they will even listen to the fans. So again, we'll see what happens with that one. And what was the third question? Listen, like I'm pretty sure Jackson's gonna score more than Nunes. He's a bench player for you guys, bro.
That was the joke. And also he had like, I think last season he finished like 6 to 10 percentage points higher in conversion. And meanwhile, you guys all call him shit. Yet he's 10%.
They hit on Jackson too much. I think Jackson gets a lot of hate, and I think
it was 22%. I mean, come on, 22% is not that bad. That's 1 in 5. Exactly. Realistically, for how old is he? 21, 22?
22. Like, about 23 actually.
Exactly. So he was 22 years old, and he was making 1.1 goals per 5 shots. Like that's really not that terrible when you really kind of put it into perspective. I think it's just for instance, if you guys were winning games last season that you lost or you drew, and he still missed those chances, I think your tune would be a lot different. But because you were so shit and he was not scoring goals, it exemplifies or exaggerates, how bad he is or potentially isn't.
Mhm.
But
I think
no.
with me again with Jackson, I think the problem is, bro, the club have brought in a guy that's worth he brought it for £30 million. Let's not get twisted. We lost Havertz and brought this guy in for a cheaper price, and he's done more than what Havertz has done for us at the football club. Maybe barring obviously when the UCL, but like he's actually done a lot more than him. He's played better than him, And I just think for me, the club have put too much pressure on a young lad. Like he's only and he's only £30 million. Remember, we only brought him for £30 million. We put too much pressure on the guy, and we've not even brought in a top striker in to at least
You said that he's done more than Eden Hazard? What do you mean?
Havertz. I said Havertz.
Oh, Havertz. Sorry.
The only other guy we've got. So again, I just think for me personally, we're gonna see what happens with Jackson. But I think Jackson again, he'll probably get 15 to 20 goals. I think again this season. If he's the main striker, you get 15 to 20. He got 14 last time. I think we'll get 15 to 20 this time again. I think he can. The issue of just Jackson is if he can improve his consistency. Everything else about his game I like about Jackson. I watched him at Villarreal when he was there. He's just about his all-round game. If you can improve that at least until January, you're bringing a striker. Then I think we're good enough. But it's not just on him. There has to be Palmer that has to provide goals and assists. It has to be Madueke. It has to be Sancho now that is coming. Neto. All of these other guys have to come in to do a job to be able to improve that team. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I feel the same way about Darwin. He's good off the ball, terrible on the ball, can't score, never going to work in Arnie Slot's system, but it is what it is. Anyway, you answered my question. I don't want to take up actual Chelsea fans'
I'm gonna
time.
text you. I need you actually on the show, bro, because I've had like every single other fan except for Liverpool fan. So I need to get a Liverpool fan to talk about Liverpool with. So I'll make sure.
Know.
Of course, bro. Love.
I'm always
Thank
free.
you to my good. Always, bro. Thank you to my guy Mike Doss
Big
for
up.
coming on. As always, man. Big up to you, bro. As always. But listen, I got my next guest. I don't know if he's stealing my name, because I'm known as Ahmed Houdini, chat. I'm known as Ahmed Houdini, but this guy's he's calling himself Houdini too, but we're gonna find out. But before that, guys, do make sure to like, share, subscribe. There's over 100 of you in here, as always. I'm literally 5 away from 50 subscribers, so it helps me out and helps the channel out in the day. So please, 5 of you to get me to 150 subscribers, please, as always. Thank you very much. But let me bring on I'm calling him Mr. Houdini as well. I'm gonna call him Mr. Houdini. How you doing, my brother? You doing good?
Hey, how are you, my brother?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing
from
good, bro.
Sydney, Australia. I've been watching ages, so like big fan.
Hey, big up to you, man. Big up all the people in Australia, bro.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to talk about a few things because, like, I just want to say, like, in the Chelsea fan base in Sydney, like, we're big supporters. Like, we're all Maresca in, everything in. We're
Really?
me
That's
and
interesting,
you.
man. Yeah.
So me and like you, like Joey, we're like all the same. So yeah, just want
That's
to
good
say
to hear.
that. But I just want to speak about a few things. I want to speak about Enzo. I want to speak about Nkunku. And also I want to speak about just the sporting directors. So I'll start off with the sporting directors. I've got to give them till January, then that's it. If they don't bring me Osimhen or Gokarets, they're gone.
Wow, fair enough. Okay.
They're gone. So just give them till January. If they don't bring us our striker, then they're gone. Because they already had a chance to bring us fucking Osimhen or someone in just in the transfer window that just passed, but they fucked us over. So now they have to really put us back in that top 4 race, because we need a striker, bro.
Exactly. I agree with you. I think we do need a good striker, someone to compete with Jackson.
And yeah,
to elevate at the end of the day. And we need
like
it, bro.
imagine bringing Jackson off the bench, bro. That's crazy.
And
That would be so good, bro. And
exactly,
like,
bro. And I think someone Dataraj, one of the commenters makes a good point about Gyökeres. Obviously, Adrian was at the bridge. I don't know if you saw that, bro. So, again, listen. At the end of the day, we do definitely need a striker. He's not even just about striker in terms of being like the best in the world. It's just about we need another option to Jackson.
Exactly, bro. That's it. Exactly, bro. That's all we need, bro. Just one more good striker. Because imagine having Jackson off the bench, bro. That would be a cheat code, bro.
Exactly, bro. I hear you.
You know
100%.
how many you know how many goals he will score off the bench? He reminds me of like Duran from Aston Villa, bro. Like he's a monster. But on Enzo Fernandez, right? We can't win big games with him playing. we're not gonna win
Wow,
big.
that's an interesting take.
We're
I want
not
to hear
gonna
your
win
thoughts, bro.
against. We're not gonna go to Anfield. We're not gonna go to fucking Etihad and win these games, bro. We need Lavia and Caicedo, those two fucking monsters there. Those two fucking monsters there. Because no, I'm telling you, that double pivot is top three. Caicedo and Lavia, I'm telling you. Enzo, we have to bring this guy on 65th minute, 70th minute, just to like calm it down, spray balls. But the only position he can play is DLP. We can't play him in a double pivot. He's too slow. I love him as a player, but for this team, we need just two like monsters in that pivot, with a Palmer in the 10 and a Jackson or an Osimhen up top, you know? We will be cooking, bro. And I just want to say one more thing on our defense. I'm
Of
actually
course, bro.
very, very, very surprised. Like we're doing very, very, very well. Like Colwell and Fafana, a bit of bozo moments, but they're doing very well. Like I'm proud of them, but they just need to build that relationship together, you know.
I hope so. Yes, I agree. I agree with that take too, bro.
And just
Uh, uh,
and just on Nkunku, right?
I know
Um,
you want to talk about him,
I
yeah.
know how I've been seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, they're worried about him and that," but I actually wouldn't be worried about him at all because I know for a fact we're gonna get a big injury. We're gonna get a big injury this season, and I'm telling you, he's gonna be playing a lot of games. He's gonna get GA. So I think just the fan base will just calm down a bit on him because, like, Maresca's looking at him. He's looking at KDH. He's looking at like all these little players that don't play big minutes for us, and
Exactly.
obviously he's looking at Nkuku because he's better than all of them. He just hasn't had a run of games like properly. I've never seen him play 4 or 5 games in a row. It's crazy.
100%, bro. 100%, bro. But
Yeah,
listen, bro, thanks again for coming along, Houdini.
hundred
Hopefully,
percent,
it
bro.
pulls off. And listen, big up to you guys in Australia, man. Much appreciated to the Australian man, man. As
Hundred
always.
percent, bro.
Big
You
up.
too, big fans, and I'm gonna continue watching the show, my brother. And just one
Thank you
more
very much.
thing, we will
Go ahead.
make top four, guaranteed. We're making top
Wow.
four, guaranteed, boys. Come on,
Big up, man. Hey,
big
listen, he's
up,
got the
boys.
proper Chelsea in him. Big
Let's
up to
go,
you, bro.
proper fucking Chelsea, boys. Let's go.
Big up. Ah, big up, man. That was a great call. I can't lie to you, man. That was a nice one time. Oh, man, I'm confident from watching the last 4 games. Big up to you. How can I say though? I think I said it is a better eight, bro. We've Wamsy though. We have seen that already in Brighton. We've seen that he's a better eight, and I think even the pivot when he moves, when you have Lavi that sits, and then he's the one that moves around. Essentially, that I think Kazed is a much better player than that. Honestly, big up to our boy JC. Big up Oz. Big up Australia. Top six, but you can't bench Palmer for Nkuku. I think that can only happen if he gets injured, essentially. But I hear you. But again, guys, listen. You know what I mean? Listen, what I will say to you, everyone here that's watching, as always, listen, again, can still comment to call in, keep calling in, keep calling in. You've seen you had a lot of people that have called in already. Please make sure to do so. Obviously, the link is pinned. The link is pinned here, streamyard.com. Link is pinned. Do come on, bro. Helps me out, helps the channel at the end of the day. So do come on, bro. Come on. Have a chat with me if you'd like, as always. So listen, we keep it pushing, bro. Let's keep it pushing, bro. But again, guys, as always, you can also make sure to like, share, subscribe. We're 3 away from 50 subscribers now. 3 away from 50 subscribers. Do make sure to help me out at the end of the day. Helps the channel and helps me out as well. So 3 of you to get me to 50 subscribers. Start of it is past Pies 2 a.m. Saturday. We will be there. Oh, is it? I might have to look in, man. I might have to look in and see. For sure. That's for sure. What's it called? SW6 Carlitos. Yeah, all right, big up, man. Whamsy, is that who I think is this the same guy? Let me just make sure. Damn. Well. Listen, let's bring this guy on first. Big up to Whamsy, bro. What are you saying, big man?
Hey, bro, how's it going?
I'm doing good, bro. What would you like to say, my brother?
Yeah, I'd like to speak on the Enzo situation, to be honest.
All right,
I get the complaints by everyone. To be honest, I've watched all the games this season, and I've seen the mistakes he makes left and right. Sometimes he gets it right, sometimes he doesn't even make the pass, to be honest. But I feel it's still too early to how will I say, to throw him out of the team, or like, oh, where everyone is saying like, oh, he's so average, bench him,
throw him off, or he should be on the bench, those kind of things. I don't really feel it should be that, it should go to that level yet. I get it. He's not getting it right as of now, but at least we should give him a little bit of patience. That's what I feel. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but that's what I feel. Because even KDH, the idea with KDH too, the way everyone says, he has not also impressed me, to be honest. But he just came in. He literally just came into the fold. And we've already seen that he has not really caught up to that, how will I put it, that level, that speed that we want from a player yet. And he just started.
100%.
So I feel it's best to at least give these people a little bit of time. You see Enzo, you see KDH. Lavia is brilliant. He's very good. He
Of course,
can
100%
turn
agree with that.
and face the attack and help the attack. He's very good. But one thing I would just like to see, though I'm even advocating for Enzo, but still one thing I would like to see is a pivot of Caicedo and Lavia. I would like to see it. Let's see if Caicedo can play the 8 that, like you guys always mention, oh, he can play that 8, but I've not played 8 at Chelsea, to be honest. So I can't really make that judgment that, oh, it's
Do
better.
you not
at this
think though we
position
saw
at
that already
this
though,
position. So
what I just want to hit back at
yeah, I
a comment
saw
you made
it.
this run against Manchester City.
Okay.
Manchester
okay.
City, we did see it. Again, against
Was it
Manchester
not?
City, we
Was
did
it
see it,
not?
bro.
But was it not like alongside like Lavia? They were not pushing up front. It was Enzo that was like actually running after balls. Like it was the one acting as the 10, right? In that game.
Yeah, but
we
he
did
was
not
free
really
row.
see
Yeah.
we did not really see Caicedo like act as the actual 8. That is okay. You know how Enzo usually pushes as the 8. It's always a little bit further than anyone is playing alongside with. So I just feel, but it's I saw the partnership work a little bit, but I not really, we've not really seen it work. Like they've not really played like a full game together, and we actually see what they can do together. I mean, alongside Lavia, Caicedo and Lavia pivot. But I would still like to see it though. But let's just see. Anyways, that's just my own take, and that's just my own thoughts that I've actually, because the slander on Enzo has been way too much, even from Lewis, Carefree Lewis, right?
That's why yeah.
It's been much. It's been a lot. I've been watching you guys a lot, but still, at least, I understand. To be honest, it makes the mistakes. It makes the mistakes too, and I usually get frustrated with when he does it in game. But still, at least, still give this guy a little, because Enzo is literally one of the best passers. To be honest, if he's on it in a game, he's one of the best passers after Palmer. To be honest, to me, he's one of the best passers. Let's say those kind of passes that you lob it past the defenders and you give the attacker something to go for. Those kind of passes. That's what I feel. That is when he's on it in a game and he's getting his passes right. I feel he's one of the best after Palmer. But that's just my thoughts too. You can.
All right, bro. Thank you for coming on, Wamsy. Much appreciated as always,
bro.
Brother.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah.
All right, big up to my guy Wamsy. Next person we're going to be having on is SW6 Carlito. Big up to you, big man. How are you doing?
Doing great, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing, bro. So, what would you like to talk about, my friend? What would you like to talk about?
Yeah, I'm just going to reiterate some of the stuff that the previous guy just said. I think that one of the biggest things that I've noticed in our fan base is the lack of patience that we've had, and I'm not sure what's been going on in the last I would say even since we won the Premier League. The lack of just coherent thoughts and time actually needed to get a consistent way of playing. Nothing is instantaneous, and I think we take for granted just how shit we are towards our towards our players, and it's just we need a level-headed fan base to go into this new era. I think that we all of us didn't like the transition from Roman to Clear Lake. It was something that was taken out of the control of fans and from everyone. It wasn't a nice,
100%.
Yeah, it was a nice process. But the biggest thing that we just have to do is get behind the team and just see, hey, you know what? Everyone has been talking about how this has been 3 years. Realistically, that first year, I would just say was a wash when Todd Bowley was the one that was handling. handling that
bro,
sporting decision.
100% a watch, bro. Like, you know, if you look back at the transfers you've got, it's only I think
Yeah.
like 3 players are left off that transfer window. The rest of them have
And
been either sold or loaned.
and barely,
yeah.
Carney's barely hanging on. You know, he's barely hanging
Hey,
on.
man,
And same as Mudryk. So
bro, well,
I-
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would say that the biggest thing, man, like, and I want to get your thoughts, right? Like, obviously I'm located in North America, but I think the biggest problem that I see kind of detached from it is some of these like proper Chelsea type of fans, the ones that kind of, they put this negativity out, like we have standards, we have this and we have that, but you know, the way that they talk about foreign fans, the way that they talk about this new generation of fans and stuff, and they just kind of want to promote this like English only mentality and have no you know, patience for other things and other ideas. I think it's a cancer, man. It's just a cancer.
I'm gonna hit your point, I think, in 3 ways. So the first point I would say is that I think I think one thing that has been a blessing and a curse to Chelsea is that I think our club, for example, we were under Abramovich, we basically were able to continuously win, right? You know, we were able to win continuously. We had this guy that was, you know, willing to spend as much money as he could out of his own pocket, even forgive debt, as you saw, right? He literally forgave our debt for us, right? This guy was willing to do anything to win, essentially. Maybe not so much toward the latter end of his reign, you know, so which I would be if we're being a bit more objective, but at the end of the day, he still was willing to spend the money at the end of the time. And he himself also kind of created this atmosphere of like, we need quick results, right? You saw it, bro. We used to lose a manager basically on average every single season, Carlia, bro. I'm pretty sure you know that too, right? Like we lost, like the one that I always tell people in chat here, the one that gave me the most heartbreak here, it was on my guy, and what's it called? Yeah, Ancelotti got sacked,
After the double.
Bro, when Ancelotti got sacked in the tunnel in 09, 010, so 10, 11, I was so heartbroken, bro. That shit hurt me because I was like, that was my guy, man. He gave me the best football I've seen in my life. But you know,
100%.
So I think that's part of it, bro. Like when you've been doing this consistently year after year, sacking, firing, you know, you've been bringing in players, the best players. You've been trying to bring in players consistently. You've had a whole generation of Drogba, Lampard, Terry. You switched it into Hazard, Mata. No, not necessarily Mata. Sorry, Hazard. You had Oscar. Then you had I forget who I'm forgetting right now. Even Christiansen, etc., etc. You then went into phase 3, but then it ended. You've now brought a new ownership as well. You know, it's just like it's kind of been crazy. Now, I think the point you made about the English only thing, I don't think it's necessarily English only. I think what it is, bro, is that Lampard's season, again, I said it before, was both a blessing and a curse in the sense that the blessing was it showed us that our academy was able to create very much elite talent. Obviously, Reece James was one of them, Tomori, so many others, Tammy Abraham, all these great players were out there that we had that could at least, you know, set us up to have like a top 4 level team, as you saw, right, with Lampard. The issue became that I think we became too extreme. Like I think what happened was that I think fans became almost too extreme to the extent of saying all we want is those guys from the academy, right? Those guys are gonna because they believe the academy is gonna produce all of the elite talent. Whereas we are not necessarily La Masia yet. Our academy, yes, is strong. It produces players, but it does not produce. I don't think it consistently produces players to like a top level. That makes sense. Like
it's very hard. It's very hard to even do that, right? So it's just like La Masia does it, but you know, La Masia does it, and it's still not like in a immense amount of them. You know, it's they're probably the most compared to everyone else. And I think right now the City Group has had a very good academy the last few years. But
the City Group is very similar to Chelsea, I would say.
Our academy right now is churning out talent, but we got to be realistic here as well with some of this talent. It wouldn't work here. It wouldn't work doing a whole full 11 of talent over here. We're going to keep the people that we know will be something great. You know, look at Mount, look at Tomori, look at Tammy Abraham, look at all these people that we thought that were world beaters, and you know they've had their own little problems here and there. And I'm not saying that they're bad players; they're all really good, excellent players.
Unironically, you know, you look at now the Mount sale, for example. Even though I know at the time a lot of people were against the Mount sale, right, and not given a contract. You look at it now, and you're thinking, "Wow, we dodged the bullet because of like his body's essentially broken down at Manchester United, for example, right?" So I think again, that's where sometimes, you know, sales that may not be positive in the short term. You look at the medium to long term, you know, we're not suffering of a level of injury that we may have had. So again, but like, listen, as I always say, man, everyone's gonna have different opinions. Some people are more extreme than others. And I think the ownership at least have shown they're not willing to listen to any fan, whether it be myself,
yeah.
your fan, yourself. So they clearly have their own thing. So
I don't want to hear Sugar Sean or Tobes talk about this nonsense anymore, man. It's making my hair fucking fall out, man. I can't do it anymore, brother.
But I think with those, when I listen to those guys, I think I think the issue is, bro, also that when I hear their points, I think they do make somewhat of a valid point about standard. Do you know what the issue is, though, Carlito? We've changed ownership, and I think what's happened is we can't no longer be at the standard that I think people have wished us to be at. Does that make sense? Like, that's what I would say, because we've got this new guys, they have their new philosophy of doing stuff, but they're not willing to keep the standard that maybe we wanted to have, right? You know, and they have maybe a different way of doing so. So as such, I get what they mean, but the reality is the guys that we've got now have a completely different thing to it. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to, bro. So the game's the game. But thank you, Carlito, for coming on, bro.
Of course,
please
brother.
Make sure to come say more, bro. It's really nice to have a conversation with you, brother.
All right. Have a good day, man.
No problem. Big up to my good friend Zir. What are you doing here, Zir? Big man, bro. How you doing, man? Is it not late in Saudi right now?
Man, what's good? Bro, I am in Saudi, man. You know what I mean? It's 2 a.m. in the morning.
Exactly,
2 a.m. in the morning outside. Yeah, bro, I'm awake. You hear me being awake at 5 a.m. This is nothing new, you know what I mean? But bro, listen, you know, I wanted to join because I wanted to, talk about Chelsea myself, even though I'm not a Chelsea fan. But, it's a Chelsea channel. I see it's a Chelsea call, and I was like, I want to give my 2 cents on it, right? I feel like, I kind of disagree with the last guy said, because, at one stage, you did have standards, under Roman Abramovich. Every time something went wrong, immediately sack. Even though it wasn't sustained success, you still got success.
Exactly,
You look at the likes of Real Madrid, my club, Bayern Munich, Barcelona back then as well. Juventus, actually not really Juventus. Juventus was Allegri, but like you get the point. At some stage, when you don't succeed, you have to sack managers and bring one in. You know what I mean? It's just how it works nowadays. Because I say this even about my club. Like, it's all good, trusting processes and living in the moment and all that. But the thing is, when you want your team to win, it's not only because the team is winning and makes you feel. No, it's because there's money on the line, right? With that money helps you to become more sustainable. With that, more success. And the thing is like the more you guys fall backwards, the more you're not going to go back upwards again. So I genuinely think this whole change of ownership really screwed you, because I don't even think that whole change should have happened to begin with. Like, that's just the way I see it. But listen, under Todd Bowley, I feel like this whole, what is this thing again? I believe you're only getting players below 25 years old. Am I correct?
I think that's something that's been spoken about. Yes, that's correct.
Like below 25 years old, and then you pay a specific amount of wage, which is not as much as they used to under Roman. And the players you bring in, they're under this amortization contracts and all that. I think it needs to change, in my opinion, because there's only so much you can do with that model. Personally, I feel like you need an element of experience in that team. Because if you look at your team now, the only guy I can really say that has, actually 2 guys that I can say have experience, imagine, is Chilwell and Reece James. Tell me anybody else that has experience in your team, bro.
I would argue Disasi to an extent, because he's played in Europa League football consistently.
But bro.
But when I say experience, but I'm just saying, you said experience. I'm just talking about experience in terms of like playing football for quite a long time. That's the only one I can really say right now. And maybe Cucurella is another one really. Again, Tosin maybe could add to that list as well. Like, there's a guy that they played football for a while. But I think when you say experience, I'm assuming you know what I mean, experience at the top level, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
100%. It's just Chilwell and Reece James, and Chilwell, he's fallen off.
And Cuckoo's another one I would say. I don't want to say Cuckoo.
Oh yeah. And Kunku used to cook us. I can't lie.
Yeah, Felix, in Sancho, in Cuckoo. Yeah, I would say those guys as well. But listen.
Felix. Yeah, sure, Sancho. Yeah, fair enough. But like, okay, beforehand it wasn't them. You know what I mean? Because you just got them in now. So that's why.
And Cuckoo came in last season, to be honest, but of course he was injured, innit? So that's pretty much so we lost that level of experience that the past season, in my personal opinion as well. But like, I think again, for me, experience is one thing, but like again, experience shouldn't be the end all be all. If you've got the talent, if you've got the skills, you should that will always trump experience, in my personal opinion. But
I hear you, but the problem is, I feel like quality can only take you so far sometimes, because with that quality, right, you also need to have the experience to know what type of decisions you make within these moments, right? I'm pretty sure you've seen it at Chelsea with the teams that you had back in the day with Lampard, with John Terry, etc. These guys, the reason why they are your legends, because the amount of experience they had and the amount of intelligence they had, it was unbelievable. You know what I mean? So I just feel like you need an element of experience so that it can teach the younger guys to do better. Now, yeah, you mentioned you have Sancho now, you have Felix. Hopefully, they can somewhat give an out. But again, they haven't really done as much within their careers, unfortunately, for career reasons. But listen, man, I just hope you guys get back up to on top. As much as I banter Chelsea here and there, because I'm not gonna lie, I think Chelsea needs to take back London, bro. I'm not happy Arsenal.
Listen, we still are London, man. You know what I mean? Listen, we still are London. Don't worry about that.
Hey,
But
listen,
thank
I'm
you for
not
coming
happy.
on, bro. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming on.
man.
Because actually got quite a few callers right now. There's actually there's a bit of a
Big up,
line.
yeah.
But big up.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's
guys.
okay, take it.
Make sure to follow my boy Z Talks as always. He's a great guy, big Bayern fan. I'm keeping up with the at least tabs in it. So be there, man. Big up to my boy Z.
Big up, man. Big up. Take care, man. See you later.
You too, bro. Next person, I believe, is Kenny. Big up to you, Kenny, bro. What are you saying, my friend?
Yeah, big up, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, bro. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man, good. Obviously, I've been, how do you call it? I usually watch Kefri Lewis, and obviously I see you on there a couple times, even on
Oh, that's good to hear.
Usam and all that stuff. But yeah, I came and check up. I saw you were doing calling shows and all that stuff. I think usually you're a bit more of a, let's say, calm head on all these guys that be screaming and all that stuff. Honestly, I don't know how you do it.
Fair enough, bro.
Man.
Fair enough. Maybe it's just my disposition usually. I like to be a bit more relaxed. That's all it is, man. I
Yeah,
like to be a bit more relaxed. Everyone has their way at the end of the day. So, what would you
yeah.
like to say, my brother, about Chelsea?
Yeah, I heard the last the guy before the talking about some of the standards and all that stuff. Obviously, as I'm 24 years old, so when I started watching Chelsea's one, like they started winning. So obviously, right now it's probably the first
Bro, me and you,
period.
same age, brother. You know what I mean? We grew up in
Yeah,
04, 05 until like now.
yeah,
So, all we've
yeah.
learned is winning.
You always known he's winning. So now you've
Exactly.
seen that down period. I remember I used to clown, like my brother's an Arsenal fan. I used to clown him every time. Like, yo, you guys, like, he's been tough
Exactly.
and all that stuff. But obviously he's older, so he probably grew up when Arsenal were the team. So he goes. I think that for me, he's a cycle. And like obviously, I know we've been used to like, having some of the best players in the world every time. Like Abramovich, the owner. But obviously, the new guys came in, and I think they tried at the first window. Like if you look at who they bought, like they were trying to go for it. You can clearly see the players were buying Koulibaly, Sterling, all that stuff.
Yes.
But like, I think they want to buy it the wrong way. And the thing that obviously they made that 360 all around move to like we're not going to buy experienced player no more. We're going to buy under 25.
You know where it is,
And
my brother Kenny. So
yeah,
what I would say to you, I think what happened, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before to everyone in chat. What has happened, everyone, here is this: Chelsea basically, when we had no directors, obviously Marina left, Czech left, everyone basically left, and so
they fired them.
the directors basically left to their own devices. They even asked Tuchel for help in the short term, and even he wasn't willing to help them, which was also, but that's one of the things I do. Listen, I do raise personally against Tuchel, which is like you can see this is a transitioning period. They're trying to keep you on and everything like that, and he literally refused to help them out there, right? And when even if I do believe that Tuchel's idea was cooked, I've said Tuchel should have kind of at least held down in the short term because they didn't know that Marino's going to leave straight away. They didn't know Kick was going to leave straight away. They didn't know that all these guys were going to leave straight away, and then they're going to be left to their own devices, essentially, right? And then they basically just got used and abused by Jorge Mendes, essentially, if that makes sense. So,
And I think
yeah.
I think after that first year, and obviously if you see they give those guys like big wages, and I think that after that first year they saw that we were not qualifying for the Champions League and all that stuff, and I think they probably saw the books and they was like, shit, like we can't go on like that. Like we need to, like this model might not work long term if we're always edging on qualifying for Champions League and all that stuff. And even on the Roman, like the club were in debt, so probably we were spending way more than
Oh
way more
yeah, so
than we.
Kenny, so with the Chelsea debt thing, we were always spending way more than we could. But the thing
Yeah,
was, the debt we owed was only to the owner, and the owner was
yeah,
willing to give that loan, right? Because he
and then
didn't care about it.
and that's why I'm like these new guys. Obviously, they're more of business type people, and I think that obviously they clearly care about the club they're spending, but I think long term they're not going to be just like home and just owning debt to the club, and they're trying to make money. Like American, the Americans obviously they're trying to win stuff, but at the end of the day, they're trying to make it has to make sense. Like when you spend that
Exactly.
much money, you want to recoup money. So I think they changed the model, and I think that's why a lot of fans is like the struggle to be like, all right, cool. Now it's not going to be like Roman where we buy the best players. We're not going to buy the best players. Maybe some of the managers they might not be like the best managers, but like for me, it's just the cycle thing. Like I'm not honestly, if I can say a clear vision, a clear plan, I'm like the new like the on the 25 stuff. I'm not mad at it. For me, the only thing that I'm mad at is you can like the just get rid of every experienced player or not buy certain players just because they're older. I think it's a big
I hear
doing
you.
too much.
You know what, Kenny? I hear you on that one. But brother, I have got a bit of a long line today. A lot of people want to talk about Chelsea today, so I'm gonna have to let you end it there. But please do come on again, my brother. Yeah, as always. Thank you very much, my bro. Yeah, as always. Thank you very much. But listen, guys, just before I bring on my next guest, listen, it's 1 hour in. Please make sure again to like, share, subscribe the video. Let's get to 100 likes, please. I'm 2 away from 50 subscribers. Can I get 2 of you to subscribe to get me to 50 subscribers as well, please? Thank you very much. And the next person, I think I've met this guy actually on Casually FC before, if I'm not mistaken, David. No?
Yo, yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
yeah. What do you have to say with me today, bro? What do you have to say?
yeah. Okay, I mean, I came in kind of late, but I think you guys are talking about the ownership and how
No,
they've
I'm
done or
just talking
whatever.
about Chelsea in general. So I'm just saying, everyone, it's your thoughts and opinions. Have whatever
Yeah.
you want. Tell me whatever you
I
want
mean,
to
in
say.
terms of the ownership and what people have been saying, I mean, you know, Chelsea as it was before is done in it. So I
Exactly.
think in the past, and it's a bit scary because I think the owners are being a bit. I think they've made a lot of comments about Abramovich, but to be honest, I think they're kind of living off the luster of the old Chelsea right now, in terms of a lot of players wanting to come here. Because I think the reality of the situation now is that we have a situation where, you know, the brunt of the facts is that we're owned primarily by a private equity firm, so they will want to make money from the club. Like that's like full stop. And they're not going to be like Abramovich, where they're going to be like, you know, I don't care if I make 100 mil loss, as long as the club is doing well, you know, I'm good. Like that mentality is done. Like, so all the players that we buy now, if we want to buy the best of the best players, we're going to have to be in good situations as a club. And so that's being in the Champions League, you know, being high up in the table, because the higher up you're in the table, the more money you make.
100%, my brother.
And the unfortunate thing about Chelsea is that we are a glory hunting club. You know, I'm one of the fans who I was a fan before Abramovich came. So, you know, I was there when, you know, there was concerns about Chelsea's gonna go under and whatever. You know, I used to watch like Tori Underflow and those guys. You know, so
under flow, you know, a lot man.
yeah, so
Don't read them, man. Go ahead,
you know,
bro.
Dennis Wise, all those kind of guys. So, you know, I'm always going to be a Chelsea fan, but the problem is that when you're a club like Chelsea, who a lot of the fans are fans of the club because of how successful we've been.
Exactly.
The problem you have is that those fans are not going to stick around if the club is not doing well. And what people don't understand is that in the Premier League, when you're doing well, you actually have more people watching you. And the more people you have watching you, so in the Premier League, when you finish the season, you have a certain amount of money you get based on where you're on the table. But you also have an additional money you get based on the amount of people that are watching you, watching your matches. So, you know, I just think it's scary as a Chelsea fan right now. If you actually think deeply about what the club has become, it's scary because in the past we had an owner who, it doesn't matter what the club is doing, where the club is, if we're 10th, 12th or whatever. If we don't have a good season, he's going to look at the team and say, who's the best manager? That's the best manager? Let's get the best manager. That was the mentality of our ownership in the past.
And it always gave you kind of a feeling like, well, it doesn't matter what happens, we're always going to be at the top because we just have ownership that's always going to get the best of the best, you know. I know a lot of people talk about the signings towards the end of Abramovich era, but the reality of the situation is that even if we're looking at those signings towards the end, it wasn't as bad as people think. I think people look at the situation after the fact. We actually were going for players who were highly regarded. You know, now we look at one and say he was a flop and he was trash. Havertz, he was a flop, he was trash. All these players, but Havertz was highly coveted. Werner was coveted as well. These were not like bum players that we were going for. These were highly regarded players. So all of that, I say that just to say that now we have a situation where, for me, the way I term it is we have a hope and pray ownership. And, you know, as a person who's come from that era of, you know, it wasn't too great, and then I saw the winning from Abramovich. It's painful it's painful in a way because I think that we're trying to do the Arsenal thing where we're trying to stumble on success. And so as a fan of Chelsea, I have to kind of look at rays of light and hope and try to be positive. And when I try to be positive, what I can say is that, you know, while I'm not happy with the fact that we're trying to kind of like get talent and hope that these talents become great players and are successful or whatever, I do like a lot of the players we have. So from the attack to the midfield, I like a lot of the players we have. I think the attributes they have are really good. Defensively, it's a shit show centre back wise, and the keepers as well. I think we spent like about 70 or 80 million on keepers. We could have bought like Diego Costa with that, or, you know, more highly regarded keepers than what we have. So if I'm looking at positives, what I can say is that, you know, as much as we're doing this talent thing and we're trying to just hope that these guys actually become great or whatever, I think the players we have from the attacking positions to the midfield, I think they're really good. You know, the only issue they have right now is the experience and just certain situations in matches they just don't have the understanding to know what they should be doing. But if you look at the attributes we have, they're really good. It's just the centre backs that's a problem. The problem I think will be is when if things don't go well for Chelsea in 2-3 seasons, you're going to see a lot of these players who if they do improve, they're going to be looking at the club and saying, do I really want to be at Chelsea? Like, if I can go to Man City, Arsenal, these teams that are doing bits, do I really want to stay here? And
that's why I would argue
and hope for the best.
That's why I would argue you, my good friend David, that this season is a very important season, isn't it? In terms of
but that's what I've been saying. Like this
season is very important. I'll be real. I always say it, man.
Yeah, because I'm looking at Cole Palmer. I'm like, if this season is another mid-table thing again, I can just see Man City coming in or Man United coming in and trying to buy him. I think he might go. Because the difference also with those clubs is they're not going to say, oh, we have a wage structure. They will break that structure for certain people. They will break it for. I mean, we see with Man City. Man City broke it for Haaland, like, because it's just that level of talent. And Man United, we know what they do. They will break it for certain people if they have to. So, you know, these are the issues. But I think, you know, it's painful that we're in a situation where we're kind of not going for established players and we're just trying to establish managers and we're just hoping that things turn out for the best. But I think, you know, as fans, you have to still be a fan of the club and just be as positive as you can be. You know, it's not all doom and gloom, because I've seen too much people online where, you know, they'll wait for Chelsea to lose a match and then they'll come out the woodworks and start chatting whatever they want to chat. But when Chelsea wins 6-2, they're quiet as a mouse. So,
well, they're hitting the place. I hear
exactly. So, you know, like I'm not fully happy with where things are as a Chelsea fan, but I'm not gonna be at like everything is crazy and everything's bad and we have no chance of doing anything and it's over. No, there is talent there. There is a possibility of success. It's just you know, it's not certain. That's the problem.
Fair enough, bro. Thank you for coming on, David, man. Appreciate you, cool, bro. Much appreciated as always, man. But big up to you, bro. Thank you for being here.
All right.
Love.
Cool.
So listen, guys. Obviously, that's been another caller from David. Again, guys, I will put in let me put in the StreamYard link again. The link is pinned. I'll put it in the comments again for you guys, obviously, to come and have your say on it as well. Here we are, there we land. Make sure to have your say as always. And listen, guys, I'm still right now 2 away from 50 subscribers. What's going on, guys? Man, you're slacking today. 2 from 50, please. Can we get there, please? Damn. Guys, I'm 2 away from 50 subscribers. Let's get to 50 subscribers, please. Thank you very much. 2 of you to subscribe to get me to 50 subscribers, as always. Thank you very much, man. It's been much. Listen, man, the calls have been interesting. We've definitely got a different amount of views at the end of the day, which is something that I like. And listen, it's good to hear everyone's points of view. Some I, of course, some we may agree with, some we may not agree with. But listen, at the end of the day, it's great. Still good to listen to see what other people are feeling and believing. Exactly. Thank you, Jonathan. So again, man, if you want to hop on again, the link is here. The link is here. Do hop on, do come on to have your say. But let me read some more of your comments if you've got some comments to read. Do it, TKL. No, bro, they were all told now. We got 2 directors and a wage gap. We're not gonna do that again. Clearly, also by big name play hype trains like Roman did. People just pretend most of the signs are hope signings. I think what Clearly do is that they buy big name signings, the big name signings of the up and coming players. Basically, that's what we're doing, bro. That's what we do. So essentially, we are buying the big name signings or the big guys that are up and coming. That's what it is. So again, we'll see what happens on there for sure. But listen, again, if that works, again, is yet to be seen. If that will work, it is yet to be seen. But we move, man. It looks like no one wants to phone in anymore. What's going on? The man, listen, don't be shy, chat, man. Don't be shy, chat, man. You see, like, look how many people have already spoken right now. Don't be shy, man. Don't be shy. Rafa the Bridge King. Okay, let's chill out, bro. Cole on 9 years on low wages. No players forcing to move out of TC unless you get one. Stop the fear mongering. No, but I think what my previous caller's comment was making was that listen, even though yes, these guys are what's it called? May not be leaving the club straight away, but you can still get some money for it. I think that's been, but I think that's been a fundamental issue for quite a bit of time, Jonathan. You look at the Crystal Palace game. You know, we had a head loss moment, Jonathan, right? Where the players themselves, after the Eze goal, bro, started, moving a bit erratic for like a good 10, 20 minutes. So, again, if you have an experienced head there, experienced guy, you know what he does? He calms down the lads, calms down the players and tells them, relax, breathe, believe, you'll be all right. And then, he gets them into position. So, again, I think that's all it is, bro. It's not even that deep, man, anyway. But listen, we have got another caller on here. Another caller say, "Big up to Jason." What are you saying, Jason, bro?
What's up, I mean? How are you?
I'm doing amazing, bro. I'm doing amazing. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, how do you see the future of the team, though? Like, what do you think?
I mean, where we finish, what? How does the team evolve? What do you mean by that, Jason? If you don't mind.
Like 2-3 years from now.
I think my hope is that in 2 to 3 years from now, we are competing or trying to win the title. Essentially, in my personal opinion, that would be probably my aim in the next 2 to 3 years, right? The squad that we have, if we can, if we get top 4 this season, you add one or two more pieces, you're ready to compete, right? In 2 years, and then maybe by year 3, you'll win the title. Essentially, that's my sort of plan or belief that I think the team can get if they are able to improve at a consistent rate.
Yeah, because right now I don't know, man. There are mixed messages from the owners. Like, do they want to compete? Do they want to make money? Like,
The problem with the money argument, bro, and which I will say quickly is they can't take money until 2032, guys. Right? Again,
I know, but the thing is, maybe
so
what I think is they want to make the club sustainable, right? And
yes,
then
that's true. I agree with that comment. Yep, I agree.
and then later on, maybe in the future when they're trying to sell the club, they can make money. That's why I think. But at the same time, though, I feel like we also need to win trophies. You get what I mean? Though, come on, we also it's not it's a nice thing making profit, but you also have to win trophies along it, though. You get what I mean?
I
Though,
agree with you, bro.
they also have to
100%.
prioritize it. That's my fear, though. That's my fear. My fear is they're not really prioritizing winning trophies. They're just focused on the financial part of the club. I don't know. That's my fear, though. So I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, time will tell.
But listen, time will, of course, tell. We'll see what happens with Troll. But listen, again, it's just, I think right now, the reality is, yeah, we're in some sort of a process in it. And I don't like to use that word, but right now, we're in some sort of a thing where we're trying to improve, right, with time. That's all that it comes down to, bro. That's all that it comes down to. We'll see if that works or not.
Man, oh man, because I miss the Abramovich days, man, when we used to win trophies. Even if we weren't playing well, we win like a trophy here and there. I miss the old Chelsea. Like I won't lie, I miss the old Chelsea, man. Like
Listen, I'm pretty sure everyone misses the old Chelsea, but the reality is,
when
bro,
when is the
we've
new
got.
when is the old Chelsea gonna come back?
I don't think again. I think the reality is going to be the the of the old Chelsea like of winning again. I'm pretty sure yes we will get there again, right? But I think the difference is we've got a different ownership group now, so it's going to be a different way of getting there. I'm afraid that's what
But
it's going to be.
do you know one of my fears too? I don't think we'll ever hit the height of Abramovich era. I think maybe we win one trophy or two trophies in a while, but I don't think we'll hit there. You know, like winning the Champions League, winning the English Premier League, like competing with Real Madrid, competing with Bayern Munich. I
But to
don't
be
think
honest,
so.
bro,
I
but
don't think
like
so. Like because I feel like they're too focused on making money, but I feel like they have to balance
but
it.
again, like the same. I think this argument of making money. I think it gets thrown out a lot, but there's no actual like what's it called substance to it. I think the reality is the club yes wants to be sustainable, right?
Yeah, they want
Which
to
I
be
do with you.
sustainable.
But
They want
again,
that
they can't.
sustainable though.
Yes, they want to stay sustainable, but again, this idea that they're trying to make money. You can't make
No.
money if you can't. No, but listen, just give me one more, Jason. You can't make money if you cannot take out money. You know what I mean? The way you make money is you make the money and then you take it for yourself. If you can't take the money for yourself and have to reintegrate into the club, then again, like where's that money going? It's going back into the club.
I mean, the fact of the matter is they want the club to be sustainable.
Yeah,
That's
but then
what it is.
again,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
But my issue is like they should also target trophies though. Like it's nice to win trophies. We have to start winning trophies though. It's been what, like 3 years now. We haven't won any trophy. You just know we're gonna stop being like the new Man United though. We don't want to turn like that.
But I agree with you, Jason. But
You
I
get
don't
what I
think
mean?
they're not.
By the time you realize it'll be like 10 years, no trophies. Like look at Man United. Look at Arsenal.
But again, I think the point you're making, I think is slightly invalid in the sense that we have made finals, bro. We have actually made finals consistently. The issue is we just haven't won the trophies yet. That's all it is. Last season, we literally got to a semi-final and a final, right? Like, whether you want to admit or not, we are getting to the stages. We just haven't obviously won the title, won the cup yet. But listen, I think this season we are guaranteed. I'm pretty sure at the very least a Conference League, if a plus a FA Cup or something else. So again,
I hope we win the Conference League because the last two games weren't impressive.
I just think we weren't. I think the issue is I think the club was not taking it seriously. The players were not taking it seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't living up to the competition that was in front of them.
Yeah, because it was poor though. It was poor display.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. But big up to you, Jason. Thank you for
All
coming
right,
on the show, brother.
Okay,
Have a nice
thank
one,
you.
man.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. But big up to my good friend Jason there. What's it called? We're moving in the right direction by making Enzo captain and removing Sterling from the squad. Just need John Terry as part of the backroom staff now. Let's not get him personally, Papa Charles. So I do, but listen, he's not the captain, he's the vice captain. And again, I've been against that decision as well, Papa Charles. So again, if you think that's something that I've said, then no, I've said this before. But it is what it is. The game's the game. As always, let me just double check something quickly because I think something's just randomly come up on regards to Chelsea. Is it? Nope, not yet. Fair enough. I think Wamsey's back. What do you want to see, Wamsey, bro?
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro, what are you saying, bro?
Okay, yeah. So the thing is, I do get the point that the last caller and the second to last caller made. I get their points, but at the same time, we have to look at reality. It's no more Ibrahimovic. It's no more him. I don't get the whole point of complaining or what if we went the other way. I will not lie, to be honest. I did not even expect this, how will I put it, this level of ambition in terms of buying players, in terms of buying good prospects. Like, I expected them to just come in and not do anything because that's the rep that American owners had. That was literally what they had. We are literally experiencing how Arsenal fans complain, how Liverpool fans complained so much that it was until they got Chiesa that okay, maybe they calm down a little. But you see how they complained about, oh, This player is this. I understand we are not getting the how will I put it? How will I put it? Well-known player, the big player names. But in this world today, where are these big players? Okay, Haaland is there. Where else? Bellingham, he started as a prospect. He started as a prospect. He was a young, big prospect that everybody wanted in their team. And he got to Madrid and showed what he had. Palmer was not even known. When we got him, people were literally asking, who the fuck is this? People did not know who he was. We got Gusto. People ended up loving him. People wanted Caicedo. People wanted Enzo. Come on, man. Let's look at this. There's ambition from the team. Everybody wants to win. It's not everybody that just wants. I understand that. Oh, they want to set a structure and they also want to win. It's as simple as that to me. It's as simple as that is the plan they are making for themselves. Nobody is making all these buys just to end up. How will I put it? Just to end up not winning anything, or how everybody's complaining about. Oh, winning, we are not winning. I hope we win. Everybody wants to win. It's as clear as that today. Everybody wants to be on top, number one. And they are showing that ambition that they want to get these guys, they want to get these wrong prospects. Now the thing is, if those 2 years and those 3 years come and it was not as successful as how they planned it, then I can say fairs. Okay, fairs to you guys that complain, that were already complaining, so that you know if that happens, they will come out of their shells and say, okay, this is what we said. We said it. This is how it was. We planned it. They will rub it in everyone's faces. But it's the reality. We have to look at it the way it is. Ibrahimovic is not here. We have to look at it. It's the American owners now. And this is their plan. We are seeing it. Okay, they want to make the thing sustainable. They don't want to overspend. And they also want to get this big prospects. And they are actual prospects, because Enzo literally won young best player in the World Cup, man. And people wanted him. Liverpool wanted. We were seeing the graphics. Of how Man U fans wanted him. Liverpool fans wanted him. People wanted Caicedo. Liverpool literally dropped 115 million, brother. Come on. Literally dropped 150 million for Caicedo that night. And people wanted him. Even Gusto too. Nobody knew about him. But people love him now. Palmer, people asked, who is this guy? People were legit pissed when we got him that day. I saw the comments. But now people are saying he changed their lives. Now, is that not showing ambition? Is that not showing, we want to be sustainable, and at the same time we want to be able to get to that level? Though we have not reached it, I will not try and sugarcoat and say, we are pushing for it. Right now, we are still trying to get that process. But this is like the 3rd year or so that the American owners have actually gotten. Bro, it's business. At the same time, we are seeing it as football. We are fans, I understand. But it's still business. If you enter an establishment for the first time, the bosses, they always want to change everything about it. It's the truth. So that's
100%, bro.
just my point, to be honest. But it's okay. I understand everyone, but still,
Of
that's my
course.
point I'm trying to make. So,
No problem,
but it's
bro.
all good.
Again,
It's all good. Yeah.
all good, bro. Thanks for coming on again, as always, my brother. I've still got
no problem.
Much
No
appreciated,
problem.
as always. Thank you. But yeah, of course, big up to Wamsy again for coming on. Again, guys, I'm gonna put the link in here. It's still pinned. Of course, come along, have your say, man. Don't be shy. You know what I mean? As I always say, don't be shy, Dory, man. No one's gonna come at you to crash it on you. Listen, yeah, I'm not a serial crasher, you know what I mean, as they say. So listen, chill out, bro. What time is boom? I don't know what that is, but okay, big up to you, bro. But listen, man, again, you can still comment. I've still got a few more calls I want to take. Make sure to be here. Oh, big up to this guy. Listen, now this guy's a regular commenter. Big up to him. But before I bring him on, guys, literally, let me see what the subscribers are saying right now before I literally bring this caller on. Guys, I'm still one away from 50 subscribers. Let's get there, please. One of you to subscribe to get me to 50 subscribers, please. Thank you very much. Big up to this guy. What are you saying, Manny, bro? What are you saying, Manny? How are you doing, bro?
You hear me?
Hear you perfectly.
Bro, big up, bro. The
How you
channel
doing?
came my recommendation, bro, ever since I've been a part of the family.
Much appreciated, man. Much
I'm
appreciated.
supporting from Jamaica, bro. From
Big up
yard.
to my Jamaica man, then, bro. Always love.
I don't want to dwell on the past. I get that times change and we're no longer in the Roman era. It's no longer the
If
Chelsea
you're
that
free
we're
to
feeling
speak in your
in love
mind,
with.
man. Don't worry, man, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be shy, bro. If you speak your mind, man, don't listen, honestly.
Right now, I just want to give the directors and the owners some credit, bro, because they don't get a lot of credit. When you look at the profiles that we brought in this summer and the profiles that we targeted, it was all that we were asking for initially. Experience, you know. They said that they don't want younger players. If you look at the profiles that we brought in this summer, nobody is younger than 23,
Mhm.
you know. So they asked for experience in the team, and now we brought in experience. So immediately I'm seeing that they're learning from their mistakes. You know, it's just a matter of time. Now we have a good squad. You know, we're full of depth in the attack. It's just a matter of being patient now, and that's the thing. Chelsea fans don't know patience. We don't have any form of patience. And if you compare the start of last season, this season, we had a brilliant preseason and a poor start. This season we have a poor preseason, and now we're at the same position, but we have a lot of positives unlike last season. You know, we dropped 3 points on Sunday, and you can see the team is going in the right direction. You know, and it's just about being patient, bro. We just don't have that patience. I don't know why this fan base don't have any patience. The home support, you know, I'm not in England, so I haven't been to any of the games, but I'm hearing it's toxic. And Caicedo came out and said that he rather playing away from the bridge. I find that disturbing, bro, to know that my own player is saying he don't want to play at home. And I don't understand like how we not fixing stuff like that, bro. We're not getting behind the team. Like, yes, we can criticize them, but that's when the final whistle blow. We can criticize. Not while they're playing, bro. We need to get behind them and support them so they can go out there and give us their best, bro. You know? The Enzo thing, he been here for what? 3 seasons now? And the
Exactly.
only manager who got the best out of Enzo is the one who brought him here in Potter. For some reason, everybody else feel like he should be playing in the final third. I don't know why.
You know what it is? Oh, that's the thing, Manny, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. Is it like something that's happening in training? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't understand. Like, it's like it confuses me, bro. I'm confused.
Bro, Ahmed, Argentina literally gave us Enzo's blueprint. He has not dropped a stinker in an Argentina shirt ever since he got his debut, bro. They don't play this man in the final third. So why,
That's
when he comes to London, he plays in the final third?
You know where it is, bro. I think that for them, and I've said this before, I feel like he's almost become like a Jorginho type of issue for the club, where essentially I don't think he necessarily has the legs, and I think defensively, you've seen it at times he's not really able to muscle some of the the guys that he's facing, or even tackle
Right.
them, like because right, I'm pretty sure you've seen it, right? So I just think for me personally, just about fixing those things, making sure they actually can work. And I think for me, you need to have 2 8s around them. But the problem is, Manny, we are playing a 4-2-3-1, right? So the
Right.
guy that next to him is Caicedo. We don't have another
Right.
guy that's next to him that can run and just allow him to not do that much defending wise, right? Because we have 2 guys a guy that's next to him, and then you have a number 10.
You know what it all comes down to? It all comes down to Maresca.
Mhm.
Because he has to know Enzo's weakness. It's just a matter of protecting him, let him showcase his strength. Every player isn't perfect. I look at Enzo, right? And it's not comparison, but profile wise, he's similar to Tony Cruz. You have
Mhm.
never seen Tony Cruz in Madrid being so awful in transition and getting caught out. Why? Because they know that he cannot defend transitions.
Exactly.
They know that this man shouldn't be in the final third. Modric is the one who's more than likely in the final third. But what they do, they use his strength, which is progressing the ball. That's clearly Enzo, and we're not using him in that way. I know we're playing him in the final third, and he's just not that intelligent of a footballer to play in the final third. Because there's times when he should shoot, he's looking to pass. There's times where he should be passing, he's shooting. So it's obvious that he's not a number 10.
Bro, he does not, bro. He does not look comfortable in the box. He does not look comfortable in the actual attacking
No,
box.
you know what he should do though? He should be arriving late in the final third. He should be
Exactly,
like the
bro.
last man to
100%.
get the best out of him. because that's how they used him in the World Cup. You know, he came to the final. He came in the final third last, and that's how he was able to pick out Alvarez for the assist. That's how he was able to get on the ball to take a shot. They didn't have him fixated in the final third. That's the best to get. That's the best way. Even Benfica. And the thing is, people say that he can't play in a pivot, but if we really think back, when he played in Benfica, they played a pivot. It was him and Florentino Luis. They played two in the midfield. So how all of a sudden he can't play in a pivot? The thing is, he shouldn't be getting caught out in transition. He's a better defender when he's facing his opponent. When his opponents beat him, you can count on anything that he's not going to get his opponent, bro. You can bet your whole life saving he's not going to catch them. He doesn't even do tactical fouls.
Bro, he's too slow. That's the issue. He's too slow. That's the problem, bro. And like the thing is, if you know a guy's slow, then don't what's it called? Play him up that high, because the moment what happens is you're just leaving the whole backline defenseless.
Yeah.
So but big up to you, Manny. Thank you for coming on as always, bro. Much appreciated, bro. Keep speaking, man. Keep speaking. Always a pleasure.
Big up, bro.
Always, man. Love. All right, but EPO Tough, yeah. I saw you here, EPO Tough. Don't go anywhere, big man. Don't go anywhere, EPO Tough. I saw you, big man, innit? So if you want to come on, bro, the link is here, bro. Make sure to come on, EPO Tough. Make sure to come on. Here's the link again. For anyone that wants to come on, as always, again, preferably, I want some new people to come on. Make sure to come on here, as always. This is something I've said to David. I think something that might have to happen, bro, is that if he's not working the system, you might have to drop him, bro. You might just have to drop him if that's the case. I hear you, bro. 100% hear you. So big up to you on that one. That one I think is a fair point. Hey, big up, man. Hey, no, big up to Manny, man. Great caller, man. Great caller. I don't know, bro. I haven't actually thought about it yet, to be honest. They're all hiding with Michael Powen and Graham Souness. All right, fair enough. But listen, big up to everyone here that's watching again. Do make sure again, listen, the links here. Make sure to do so. And make sure again to obviously, talk. Make sure to come here and always. Listen, man. Big up to everyone that's here. Big up to everyone that's here. Boys and girls, I am 5 away from 55 subscribers. I'm 5 away from 55 subscribers. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Get me to 5. Get 5 of you to get me to 55 subscribers, bro. Big up to the gathering. But again, guys, link again in the comments. Link again in the comments for StreamYard. Come on, hop along, have your say, and keep talking, my brother. Keep talking, my brother. What the hell? Okay, bit weird what we're talking about there, but big up to you. What's it called? Souness over Scott Lover. What the hell, bro? What is going on here, man? What is going on here, bro? We are cooked, bro. My lord, what is going? Chat's moving mad today, eh? Chat is definitely moving a bit mad today for sure. But listen, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens for sure. But again, I'm just waiting for some of you guys to call in again. In the meantime, let me bring up something actually. If I'm not mistaken, I saw PYS. What the hell does that mean? Headquarters. Wow, listen. A lot of the local commenters are speaking in here. Interesting. They got another one from there, of course, and that is my good friend Billy. What are you saying, Billy?
Hello.
Can you hear me, Billy? Perfect, bro. What are you saying, my brother?
Hey, man, just a big shout out to the Bridge 258, man. Good show. Watch it. Like, doing good work, bro. Up to Chelsea, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. So, what would you like to say, my brother?
But I would just like to speak about mostly the last game, Crystal Palace.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, it's actually tough for me. It's like a very tough result because I had like a lot of hopes on this run before we get to at least like the Liverpool game, because it looks like a lot of beatable teams, and Crystal Palace was actually not in good shape, losing who they lost and all that. And if you actually look at the match, Mateta was locked up completely. Fofana, he actually came back to great form so far. I mean, compared to what he was doing in the preseason and everything. So yeah, Fofana looks a lot better. So it was kind of disappointing to not take all 3 points from that match. But I feel like the atmosphere and those early kickoffs is always like we have to be able to overcome that. That's one thing that I really want to see from this team this season compared to last season. Like those games where it's like a mid-table team, they're going to be in the low block, everything like that. The sun is shining, it's hot, and we still come out with the 3 points. That's what the teams like Arsenal and Liverpool do. So yeah, it was really disappointing. But I feel like if it was like a night game and then that time where Palmer got in between the lines and Hughes tackled him, that like it could have been easily been a red card if the atmosphere was, really on the ref, and it was like, I think everybody was just happy that we were 1-0 up and ready for a Palmer free kick, and then that's why he didn't get a red card. But those little things can change, yeah. And after we got equalized, after the Crystal Palace equalized, I think we were just not ready. Like that was like the team is not ready to be in that situation where the pressure's on. You have to, beat a team that's completely low blocked and
We
everything.
had head loss, bro. At that moment in time, we just had complete head loss, bro. That's what happened. We lost our heads. We got cooked mentally. That's what happened, bro. That's what literally.
Yeah, we lost our heads completely, and that was really disappointing to see. So hopefully we can overcome that. If we can overcome that, then for sure, like I don't even see any like many teams that are better than us in the league. We can't compare to Man U and all these other guys. So.
Fair enough, bro. Thanks again for speaking, Billy G. Hopefully we can win our next game, which is Bournemouth actually in 1 week now, which is quite nice. So Bournemouth in 1 week.
Yeah, I predict to win. I feel like we can take out all these small teams.
Hopefully so, man. That's what we need to do, to be honest. I don't think, again, we don't need to necessarily worry about the top 6, in my personal opinion, if you can take out the remaining 14 teams out consistently. So that's the aim of the game, innit? That's the aim of the game, as I've always said. But big up to you, Billy G, for coming on.
Hey, big up the Bridge Nation.
Big up, man. Big up Bridge Nation, as always. Big up, man. Big up to my guy, Billy G, for coming on. But again, guys, you guys can still come on. You guys can still have your say. Please make sure to do so. Here is the link again. Link is in the comments. Make sure to have your say. Come on, man. Keep speaking. Keep talking. Helps me out. Helps you guys out. Helps the channel out as well at the end of the day. So listen, make sure to have your say. Listen, before we have it for anyone else. Excuse me. My God. My Lord. What's anyone who can do this? Or what? Mancini managed in Saudi Arabia? Yes, he did. Abdias. He didn't know Mancini was managed. That happened like last year, bro. He got announced last year, bro. So big up to Mancini Nation, bro. He got brought. He got brought with all the players that were doing the Saudi League stuff. So big up to him, man. So Mancini's been doing it for a while. He's been doing it for quite a while in time, bro. So he's been doing it for quite a little bit, bro. Relaxing, chillaxing, and doing all that lovely, jubbly stuff. So yeah, big up to Mancini at the end of the day. What's going on with this, bro? Bloody. Oh dear. Oh, that's why. Mancini always big up. Mancini's always been there for the bag, man. Mancini is a bag getter, man. Mancini is a bag getter, man. You know what I mean? That's literally just not even no hate to Mancini. He loves his bag, innit? He loves his peas, man. He loves his peas. That's for sure, bro. So that's what it is, man. The game's a game. But listen, the game's the game again, guys. But you know what, boys? Yeah. Let me see if there's anything, if it's anyone else that's coming along. But no, but big up, guys. Listen, I think we're just gonna call it here for today. Thanks again for coming along and watching. You guys know who I've been. I've been your host and most of Bridge TV. Again, tomorrow around about 8 p.m. I'll be with a special Arsenal guest. So make sure to tune in tomorrow for around about 8 p.m. 8 p.m. again tomorrow on Friday. Make sure you're here. Make sure you're live and direct. So 8 p.m. again. That's where everything will be happening. Again, thanks for again 8 p.m. tomorrow. 8 p.m. tomorrow. So make sure you're here. 8 p.m. tomorrow will be me and special guest Igal is going to be with me tomorrow. So it's going to be me and Igal tomorrow talking about the game. So make sure you're here. Make sure you're enjoying yourselves. As always, I've been your host, Mr. Bridge 258. We're going to be going over to Flawless. So make sure to say hi to Flawless for me.